Hey, it's me, Andy. Today's video will be focusing on PMS symptoms. So whatever that may be for you, we are going to be working with all of it. And we're especially going to focus on low back, hip openers, and stretching. And if you have any props with you today, make sure that you have 2 blocks, a strap, a blanket, and a pillow. And as always, while we are exercising, please remember to keep your core really strong to protect your back. And it's going to be relaxing. It's going to be comfortable. I'm really excited to do this with you guys. So let's get started. Let's come to seated on our blankets today. We'll start with an inhale, lift up, palms together. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Closing eyes, we inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and last inhale, and exhale. Good, and opening those eyes, we inhale, exhale, release those hands down, and then inhale, reach them up again, and exhale, we twist to our right side, bringing the left hand to the right knee, our other hand comes close to our bottom behind us, we sit tall, keeping our core strong. And we exhale, twist a little bit deeper, looking to our right side or looking over our shoulder. Keep breathing. And now we inhale, lift our arms up to sky. And exhale, we carefully twist to our left side. The right hand to left knee, other hand close to bottom. We inhale, exhale, twisting a little bit deeper to left side. Our core is strong. And we look at the left or we look over our shoulder. Keep breathing. And now inhale, lifting those arms up, come overhead, palms together, and exhale, coming to your heart. Good. And from here, we will just come into butterfly and just fly with our knees, breathing deeply here. Noticing our hips, our thighs, our low back today, and just thinking of sending our oxygen into those areas. Good, and from here we'll pause, press our feet out a few inches in front, pulling onto our ankles. We'll inhale, lift our heart towards the sky, and then exhale, we hinge from our hips, fold forward, letting our head round, breathing. If you'd like more, you can stretch those hands out in front. You may also use blocks, one under each hand, and just breathe. And from here we will inhale, look up. If your hands are here on your ankles, we will go ahead and extend them out in front of us on the floor or on blocks. And from here we will inhale and exhale, walk yourself over to your right side and lower down, breathing, stretching, opening that left side body and our low back. We inhale, lift up. We exhale, walk our blocks to center and then over to our left side. Placing them next to each other, lowering down. We're opening that right side body now. And now we inhale, look up, and we walk our blocks back to center as we exhale, lower down last time. And now inhale, we look up. We exhale, press ourselves slowly up. Good, we draw our feet closer to our body and we fly here, breathing. Good, and then we will pause again and we will begin to circle our torso over our hips. If you need a little more room here, you can always press those feet up just a little bit more. Good, keep breathing. And then we'll pause in the center. Inhale and exhale, circle in our opposite direction. And then inhale back to center. And exhale, help those knees up. And carefully walk those feet out just a little bit in front. Hands placed behind us. We just rock those knees from side to side. Very good. Perfect. And from here, we will bring those knees around and come into our table position, moving our blanket unless you need it for your hands or for your knees today. Okay? So from here, coming into that table, placing those hands right underneath our shoulders. Spread fingertips really wide like a starfish. Knees are under hips. Together we inhale and we exhale, round our spine up to sky, exhaling. Now droop our belly, curve our spine and inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, rounding into cat. Inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Last inhale, cat. And then inhale into our cow. And exhale back to that neutral spine. Just breathe. Good. Now from here, we will extend our right leg behind us. You're going to point the toes and lift the leg a little bit higher. And gently bring it around to the left side, right on the outside of the mat, top of the foot flat to the floor, staying like this if you feel a lot of that stretching through our left side. But if you would like more, lower down to your forearms and let your head fall, and we will breathe. Now inhale, looking up. Exhale, we press carefully up onto our hands. We inhale, bring our right leg behind us and lift it a little bit higher. Then lower the knee down and we just rock our hips from side to side. Very good. Breathing. Now we inhale, extend left leg and point the toes, lift it high. And gently bring it around to our right side. Top of the foot is flat to the floor. Staying here. Or we once again come down onto those forearms. Head relaxes and we breathe. Inhale, look up, and exhale, carefully press yourself up onto your hands, and then we inhale, lift our left leg behind us a little bit higher, and then lower the knee down. Very good. Rocking from side to side, and now we will come into hip circles in our table. So inhale, exhale, circling those hips around, and breathe. Now pausing, and we'll circle in our opposite direction. Keep that breath flowing. And then inhale, bring your body to center and make our way into child's pose. Knees apart and toes together, and we sit back in that child's pose. We keep our arms extended and lower the head to the mat. And now we inhale, look up, and we come back into table. Now before we move on, make sure that your blocks are at the top corners of your mat. Very good. And we have our blanket right in front of our mat so that it's easy to grab. Okay, coming into down dog, walk those hands forward one hand length. We curl the toes, we inhale and exhale. Send those hips up to the sky, keeping a micro bend in our knees or a little bit deeper of a bend as we extend up towards the sky. Whatever is most comfortable to you, and we nod the head yes, and we shake the head no. And then we begin to walk our dog, breathing, pressing one heel at a time to the mat, stretching the back of the legs. Hips are still pressing towards the sky, lengthening our spine. Very good. Now from here, pausing, we will lower the knees as we exhale. Beautiful. Now our right leg is going to come forward in front of us, and we'll bring those blocks underneath the shoulders at any height is fine. We are going to take our foot and walk it towards the top of the mat a little bit more. Very good. Staying on those blocks. If you would like, you can extend this left leg back a little bit more, and then we will press forward. So we open up our heart, and you'll feel this deep, possibly very intense stretch on our left front quad, and just breathe deeply. Keep this knee right on top of the ankle. And now inhale, exhale, bring your body into a neutral space, and we're going to bring this right leg back so that the knees meet. Move your blocks to those top corners, and if you need to, come into table and rock those hips from side to side. Very good. Now place those hands in that downward dog position. Left leg, inhale, exhale, bring that foot forward, and then we'll bring those blocks under our hands again. We walk the toes up a little bit closer to the top of the mat. If you'd like, you can send the right leg back a little bit more. And from here, we just gently press forward so we feel this deeper, intense stretching on the right. And open the heart. Knee stays right on top of the ankle, and we breathe. Now inhale and exhale, bring your body into a neutral space, and we'll drag that left foot back to meet the right, and moving those blocks. We'll rock those hips from side to side if you need to. If you feel like you must do hip circles, if that's what your body is asking for, please do that, of course. We'll come into down dog once again. So hands, one hand length forward, curl toes. We inhale and exhale. Send those hips up to sky. Beautiful. Keeping as deep of a bend in the knees as you need today. Lengthening the spine, just breathing. Now we will prepare to come into our pigeon pose. So drop those knees carefully, and we will take our blanket. Let's just go ahead and fold it over and place it at this right side. Making our way into pigeon pose. We're going to bring our right knee behind our right hand, behind our right wrist, and then our foot will gently make its way a little bit closer to our left hand, keeping that foot really flexed. So we will inhale, exhale, bring that right knee behind the right wrist, and walk your foot a little bit closer to the left, extending that left leg a little longer behind you. Now take your blanket and place it underneath your hip. Very good. Staying here, or if you'd like a little bit more, we will lower down onto our forearms and breathe. inhale, exhale, press up onto your hands. We will move this blanket and place it on our left side. Now inhale and exhale, carefully bring the right knee back and just rock those hips from side to side. Good, hands are in that downward dog position, preparing for our left side. So left knee, inhale, exhale behind our left wrist and walk your foot up towards the right wrist, keeping the foot flexed, extending the right leg a little bit further back. Now we take our blanket and we place it underneath our hip. And then if we'd like more, we lower down and we breathe. Now inhale, exhale, we'll press ourselves up. Carefully move the blanket and you can place it in front of your mat. Place your hands down, inhale, exhale, moving that left knee back to meet the right, and you can rock those hips. Good, and one more time we will come into our downward facing dog. So hands walk forward, one hand length, we curl toes, inhale, and exhale, pressing those hips up. Lengthening through the spine again, we breathe. Just noticing how different this down dog feels from your very first down dog today. And now we'll inhale, exhale, lower the knees and make your way into child's pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pressing yourself up, walking the knees closer together. We will carefully extend those legs out in front. Very nice. Shake them out if you need to. We'll keep that strap close today. Okay? And you can keep the legs nice and long, straight out from the hips, but if you feel like you need a little more room today, you can always make a wider V, okay? So I'm gonna keep my legs in a wider V today. And we will inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, round forward, reaching for our toes, letting our spine round, head can release. If you'd like a little bit more, or this is possibly strenuous, take your strap and we'll place it around the feet so we can have a little bit more room, and we breathe. Now we will inhale, look up. If you're holding that strap, just carefully release and exhale, press ourselves up. Good, we can inhale, lift our shoulders up, back down, inhale up, back down, and one more up, and back down, very good. And then from here, we will grab a few extra props to keep close. So I'm gonna grab my pillow and place it close to me so I can grab it in a little bit. Keep my strap nice and close by my pillow. Good. And then our blocks, they're gonna come right into the middle of our mat, and we are going to lower all the way down onto our back. Good. So from here, we will just take a moment to lie flat, and then when you are ready, we will hug those knees into our chest. If you need to rock from side to side, that is perfectly fine. And then pausing here, we'll come into knee circles. So one hand on each knee, draw those knees towards your chest, circle them away from each other, then back around. And breathe. And then pause, and we'll circle in our opposite direction. Good. And from here, we will lower our feet down to the mat, knees towards the sky. We're preparing to come into our half bridge. So if your body is tired and you feel like you've done a lot already, you can totally just rest here and just relax. Let your body and the gravity just draw you closer to your mat. But if you would like to come into that half bridge, we will practice it supported today because sometimes a back bend just feels nice. So we will be using our blocks, and I will also demonstrate with the pillow. So our blocks will come into a V shape. Together, the V-shaped point will be at our sacrum. So we want to make sure that as we lift up, as we lift our hips towards the sky, that we keep our head looking straight to the sky. We don't want our head moving from side to side because our neck will be very compressed in this pose. But once we are in our supported bridge, if it feels comfortable for you to move your head, then that is okay because there won't be any of that pressure on your neck and your shoulders. So we keep our heels as close to our bottom as we can, feet and knees hip width distance, head looking to the ceiling. Then we inhale and we'll exhale, lift our hips up, take those blocks, bring the point together at our sacrum, and make sure that it is partially on the top of our bottom and coming out to the sides of our low back. And you will know that you're in the right position when you make sure that your bottom is not falling completely off and it's not so that your back is straightening. So you want it to be right in that perfect spot. So not too high, not too low, and feel free to have to adjust a little bit, and then you can relax here. Arms can relax if you want. The head can move a little bit if that's comfortable. Another option, if these blocks are maybe too high, or maybe you have cork blocks like I do, and maybe these just feel a little hard on your skin right now, feel free to not have to use them. Sometimes I like to have just a little bit of a pillow or a blanket because sometimes it just feels too high of a back bend. So sometimes I like to use a pillow, which is great. You can use this even when you're in bed, in the morning when you first wake up, or right before you go to bed. So you will inhale, keep the head center, lifting those hips up, and then we'll take our pillow and place it underneath the body. And this time it's more closer to my mid back and most of my bottom. And then you just relax on it, and now you have a supported back bend, but it's very slight and it's very supported with a nice comfortable cushion. And then you can rest here and we will breathe. We will begin to come out. So we will inhale, keep the head center, and exhale, lift our hips, move our pillow. Good, letting the hips relax down to the mat. And if it's comfortable, if you are ready, hug those knees into our chest. Breathing, rock from side to side, very nice. And then for one of our last poses, we will come into happy baby. So keep your knees into your chest, and we'll lift our feet up. Bring your hands to the outside of the feet, and we're going to open the feet and knees wide. Staying here, if you'd like, you can rock from side to side, breathing. But maybe this isn't very comfortable for you to reach for your feet. Maybe you feel that your head and your shoulders are straining. So if that is the case, please use your strap and wrap it around your feet. Open your feet and knees wide. Knees are still bent towards your armpits. And we can rock from side to side as we breathe. And then pause. Now we will bring your feet together. Move our strap if we used it. Place it to the side. And we'll prepare to come roll over to our side. So inhale, Exhale, rolling over, pressing ourselves up. Our last pose will be our supported butterfly pose. So I'm going to use my pillow so that I can have something comfortable for my head to relax on. We will keep our blocks nice and close. If you don't have blocks, feel free to use your blanket rolled up, 2 blankets, 1 for each side, or towels, okay? So carefully exhale, rolling down, coming onto the pillow. If you want part of your shoulders on it, that's totally fine. So keep our blocks close, feet and knees close together, and then we will inhale, exhale, open those knees apart, bring the blocks underneath the thighs and the calves, so you just get this very gentle opening, inactive, very nice, hands out to the sides. If it's not enough stretch and you wish for more, you can take those blocks and move them a little bit further away towards the outer part of the knee, and then that butterfly will open a little bit more. And from here, we'll just keep breathing, resting. And now we will inhale, bring the hands to the outside of the thighs, and exhale, lift them up. Inhale and exhale, we'll roll over to the side, press ourselves up, come into that seated. And together, inhale, lift the arms, and exhale, bring them to your heart. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Now bring those hands to the third eye spot between the brows. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice. Namaste.